feel like so many times at the beginning of the year, we like make this list of intentions, resolutions, goals, and then we just forget about it. I think I lost a lot of trust. Like I would have these moments where I'm like, what am I doing? I'm a failure because I'm so tired of stressing about money. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Sunday chat video where we just hang out and talk about whatever's on my mind, whatever's on your mind, and it's always a good time. This is the first Sunday chat of the new year. I have really missed them, but I needed a little break. Vlogmas really took it out of me, but I'm so happy to be filming the first one here. I don't know if we're gonna keep doing them weekly, probably not, but maybe like every 2 weeks or so, just when I feel like I have something on my mind. We'll talk about it, and whenever there's requests as well, like if there's stuff you guys really want to talk about, just let me know and I will hop on and film a Sunday chat about it. In case anyone is new, Sunday chats are the little series that I started in the month of, I think, November, leading up to the holidays, where every single week we just chatted about what's on our minds, what's on our hearts, and I did it to keep you guys company in those dark days, like physically dark, leading up to the holidays. That being said, personally, I'm not finding January any easier, although it's a little bit lighter and brighter outside. I've been having quite a hard time in January. I feel like the seasonal depression has kind of hit me pretty hard. I'm currently in the midst of filming a self-care vlog about seasonal depression, so look out for that if that interests you. But yeah, January's been a bit tough, so I'm really happy to bring back this series. I hope that it keeps you company. I hope that it brings you a little bit of joy. And today, I hope it brings you some inspiration and motivation, because we are going to be finally talking about my New Year's goals. So yes, New Year's goals. This video is going to wrap up all of my very New Year's centric content, but realistically, we want to keep this feeling going all year long, because I feel like so many times at the beginning of the year, we like make this list of intentions, resolutions, goals, and then we just forget about it. And that's okay. But if something is really important to you, if it's really something that you want to achieve, I feel like checking in on it constantly and always being reminded of it, maybe in like a monthly reset. That's how I like to do it. That's how I hope to do it. That's how I plan to do it. But yeah, just keeping things that are important to you at the forefront of your mind. As usual with the Sunday chats, I would love for you to comment down below. What time is it? What are you doing? What are you up to? What day is it while you are watching this? I love just visualizing what you guys are up to while watching this video. Because I upload this video on a Sunday, I imagine a lot of you watching it on Sunday, but then it's so cool to see the comments come in and say like, no, I'm watching it Monday morning, I'm watching it Tuesday nights. I also want to thank Garage for sponsoring this video. We will talk about them a little bit later, but for now, let's get into my New Year's goals. So this year, I finally decided to kind of segment my goals, and I thought of 3 areas to segment them. The first is personal, the second is career, and the third is financial. I have to say, I feel like financial goals are my favorite ones. I did a whole video all about that. You may have seen that video already. I will link it down below, but those ones just came so easily, so naturally to me, like setting those goals. I mean, not achieving them, but setting those goals came very easily, relaxed, naturally, and that was a really fun process. I got really nitty-gritty and granular and kind of made a plan. With my personal goals, I really have a harder time doing that. I don't know why. I don't know if it comes from a place of like self-doubt, not wanting to set a goal and not be able to achieve it. I think part of me has a hard time with these because in the past, I would set these really big and, you know, aspirational and maybe unrealistic goals, and I would forget about them. I wouldn't achieve them. And so you kind of create this pattern, if you will, of not accomplishing your goals, which hurts your self-confidence because you're like, oh, I couldn't do that in the past. Why should I think I'm going to be able to do it again? Now, I know we're close to the end of January, which is wild, but as actual New Year's, so like as January 1st was approaching, I had a real sense of like doom and gloom. I was not motivated for the new year because of exactly that. I looked back and I was feeling like, when do I ever accomplish my goals? Like, you know, every year I say I'm gonna get fit and like, it never goes beyond like a couple weeks or a month. Every year I say I'm gonna get healthy. Like, just being so hard on myself. And I kind of had to take a step back and be like, Sure, maybe you didn't accomplish them in the past, but are you really just gonna give up? Like, are you really gonna give up? That is so sad. Like, no, Zoe, don't give up. And the same goes for you guys. I never want you to give up. Like, it's one thing to let go of a goal because you're no longer interested in it, it no longer serves you, you've changed your mind, but to give up, no, we're not givers uppers around here. So here we are at the end of the month making this video. I can't say that I'm like in the best place ever, like, yeah, let's go smash these goals, but I still want to set them. And what I want to do differently this year is keep a master list of these annual goals, just like with my financial goals, and come back to them every month in my monthly resets and check in on them so that everything is tying back to that bigger picture. I feel like it's going to make things more achievable, more fun, and more realistic. So with that, shall we dive into my personal goals? Let's talk about it. I made this giant cup of tea because I'm freezing. This is like a berry coconut tea from my advent calendar that I ordered for the Sunday chats that never came until just a few days before Christmas. So I'm still working through this advent calendar. And the tea's really hot, but it is warming me up. It's -20 in Montreal today. Ugh. Okay. Personal goal number 1 is to stress less and enjoy the moment. And that is so vague. How are we gonna measure that? How is that SMART, you know, that SMART system? It's not, but it really is, I think, the biggest thing that I want for this year. Last year, I was so freaking stressed and you know, for good reason. I lost my job, my whole world flipped upside down. So many things in my life changed for the better. Like, I got to be a YouTuber, I got to be a freelancer, I got to be self-employed, and it was so much fun. I think it is like the path that I'm meant to be on and the path that does bring me great joy, but it also brought so much uncertainty with it. And that uncertainty led to so much stress because I never felt like I had stable footing under me. I didn't feel like I knew where my life was going, where my career was going, where my finances were going. And I'm at this age where I was watching a lot of my peers accomplish certain things, buying property, getting engaged, you know, just all of these things, comparing myself to that and being like, what the heck am I doing with my life? And just stressing so much. And what's crazy is a lot of that stress manifested itself physically in me. Like, I saw the physical effects of my stress, which is really scary. And long term, that's something I think about as well, is like, it's very widely known that stress is a major cause for a ton of illnesses. And something that I think about a lot, this is gonna sound so negative, but something that I think about is like, if I keep up with being as stressed as I am, I'm gonna be sick when I'm older. I'm literally gonna get sick. And that is so scary, right? We wanna be healthy, we wanna be happy, like, and we deserve those things. So I really just wanna calm down on the stress, like, just why? Because when I visualize my best self and I think about who do I wanna be in the future, it's not some stressed out, like, anxious, shaky, like, no, that's not how I want to be. So yes, to flip it back to the positive, I really want to stress less, enjoy the moment this year. There were so many great things that happened last year, amazing trips, skiing, just moments with people, moments with my family, moments with my dog that I didn't get to enjoy to the fullest because I was living up here and living in my head. And I don't know exactly how I'm gonna break all of this. I do have some like kind of steps that I wanna take that will hopefully contribute to this, but overall, and like maybe I need to remind myself of this every day, is like, your goal is to stress less. That is my number 1 goal. Beyond making tons of money, beyond buying a designer item, beyond one day buying a house, my goal should be to be less stressed and to be happy, because what's more important than that? Okay, so tied into that, a big goal, this is gonna sound weird, is to abolish my TMJ. Now, I talk about my jaw a lot. I talk about my TMJ because this is that physical manifestation of my stress. And it totally started like from the moment I got laid off. I started gritting my teeth in the night, which leads to my jaw cracking. Like, it'll even happen when I'm like eating a sandwich. Like, if I have to open my mouth wide, my jaw cracks. And it's always there. It's always this reminder. And it's also created this vicious loop where the jaw cracks because I'm stressed, then I'm stressing about the jaw cracking, making me more stressed. And it's gone in this vicious loop. So this year, I'm gonna take strides to get rid of that TMJ. if I've decided if I have to end up getting Botox for it to like calm the muscle down, I'm gonna do it. I'll pay for it, I don't care. Actually, this is not an if. I'm going to start seeing an osteopath more regularly to help me stretch that out and heal that. And yeah, that's kind of symbolic of just like moving through that stress and not being that stressed out person like I was, especially at the end of last year. That was bad. Okay, again, this falls under the umbrella, but this is really like a standalone goal, is to take better care of myself. Do you guys ever do this where you get so wrapped up in work, productivity, hustle, getting stuff done, checking off the boxes, that you forget to take care of yourself, you forget to drink water, you forget maybe even to eat. Sometimes I get so wrapped up in being productive that I forget to eat. That is horrible, 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 horrible. You deserve to be cared for. You deserve to take care of yourself. And you know, sometimes other people can help you out. Sometimes you can lean on other people and they can help take care of you. But really at the end of the day, you have to be able to take care of yourself because it's just so important. Things that I wrote down on my list here are drinking more water. I just feel better when I drink more water. I think we all do. Going to the doctor. So again, like with the TMJ, last year I struggled with my eczema a lot in the summer and fall time. And I just refused to go to the doctor about it. I don't know why, but it's like, take care of yourself, Zoey. Go to the doctor, get that seen. I think I have like a fear of the doctor because I don't have insurance anymore. But like, this is literally what I said in my vlog, is like, if I can spend money on clothes and I can spend money on coffee and I can spend money on dining out and I can spend money to go on trips, I can spend money to go to the doctor. Like, it's important and it's necessary. And then something that I was really actually great at during the pandemic, but has totally fallen off the wayside, is just having me time. I used to journal a lot more. I used to take way more baths. I used to take way more walks. Like, I would go during the pandemic, this was even before I got Maggie, I would go on these long walks, even in the winter time. Like, I don't know if I just had more time on my hands or if I do think in some ways I was less stressed during the pandemic because there was just, you know, nothing to do. But I did feel very good, and there were some moments of true peace there for me. So I want to bring back that like really taking care of myself with, yeah, those things like baths and a morning routine and moments just that are for you. And I think reading can be really good with that. I think journaling, again, something that I've started doing that I couldn't have done during COVID is going to a coffee shop and just like reading for an hour, grabbing a coffee and a snack, walking around downtown Montreal, going in and out of the stores, like interacting with people. That has been really fun as well. So you can just, when you do those little me time activities, you get to act like that main character energy, which I think emits really positive energy, brings me a lot of joy, and also makes me feel like I'm a person living in this world, which I think is a wonderful feeling. So highly encourage that for you guys too, is to like take those moments for yourself, take care of yourself, be that main character. And taking care of yourself is going to allow you to take care of others and be a better friend and be, you know, a better worker. It's gonna rub off in your career too. Like, I just think it's such an amazing and essential thing to do. Okay, this next goal I'm like shy about because it goes back to that thing of like setting goals, not really achieving them. And then, yeah, I'm like shy to set it again, but I really do want to set like a workout goal. I really want to work more consistently on my fitness. I feel like I'm just never that consistent with it. In the past, like I'll do really well for a month or two. But like, what about 3 months? Like, what if I could do really well for 3 months? And the workout that I really want to focus on this year is barre. Barre is something that makes me feel so good. I know it's like really trendy right now with like Pilates and the ballet core, which is so cool. Like, I think it's just a wonderful workout. I used to be really into spin, but lately I've been finding that when I go to spin class, my mind actually wanders and I'm not so focused on spin and I'm thinking about other stuff. But in barre, because it's a little bit more technical, I really have to be like in the moment, focusing on the movements that I'm doing, and I feel like I'm getting a really good workout, and I also feel like I'm getting that disconnect from life, which is a wonderful thing that working out allows you to do. So I wrote down that I'd like to do 3 barre workouts a week, and I had said in a previous vlog that I want to focus especially on home workouts because home workouts equals no excuses, and that has been going pretty good so far. Last week I didn't do the most, but this week I really want to do better. And yeah, it's been fun. Like I have access to this kind of online bar platform, and I just do the shorter classes at home, like sometimes 15, 20, or 30 minutes, because 45 is too long for me. Like I don't have that attention span at home. So also I want to keep going into the studio and taking those classes. But yeah, just focusing on bar, trying to do 3 bar workouts a week. And then my kind of big goal, like what I would love to achieve, is 3 bar workouts a week and then 2 non-bar, or they could be bar, but 2 others. So maybe yoga, maybe spin. I went to Toronto last weekend and did Barry's boot camp. That was so much fun. I'd love to try like Orange Theory, more boot camp style classes, like just really have fun with fitness, but make sure that I'm being consistent with it, and yeah, getting that done, because it makes you feel good. Someone who's really good at that and who like I'm very inspired by is actually my boyfriend JS. He's super committed to his workout routine, not in like a beefhead kind of way, but just because he knows it makes him feel good, and he always like schedules time for it. And so he's kind of inspired me in the way that he schedules his workouts and makes them a priority. Like I want to do the same. So shout out JS for that inspiration. And yeah, I mean, just because you haven't achieved that goal in the past, it doesn't mean you can't do it now. So let's hope that 2023 is the year that I focus on my fitness. Okay, you guys, my last personal goal is to be a better friend. I think sometimes I can get wrapped up so much in my own little world, in my own anxieties, that I forget to check in on my friends. I forget to reach out to them. And it's not because I don't care. It's not because I don't love them. It's truly just being wrapped up in my own mind. And it feels good to be a good friend when I receive, like when I notice that my friends are being a good friend. I feel so loved. I feel so valued. And I'd like to be able to give that feeling to others more. So I really just, yeah, I want to be a better friend this year. The 2 kind of things that I wrote down were reaching out more. So just texting and saying like, hey, how are you doing? How's your day? Hope you have a great week. Somebody who's really good at that is Mary. Like although we live in different cities, we don't see each other all the time, she's so good at like checking in, and she really inspires me that way, because she's such a good friend, and I would like to be more like her in that way, because she makes me feel great. And so, you know, she deserves that too, and my other friends deserve that as well. And I would like to host more. I feel like I have this shyness around having people over in my home, and like I'm not the type to like cook dinner for everyone, but it looks like so much fun, and I feel like hosting people is such a lovely thing to do, and I would like to try that out more this year. Like maybe have like a dinner party, or just like have people over for like a 5 cassette, like drinks and stuff. I don't know. I really don't know, but like hosting is something I would like to do more. I have Camilla over all the time, but it's like so casual that it doesn't count. Something I even thought of was like, if I don't feel comfortable doing like a whole dinner party for people because I'm not that confident in the kitchen yet, like I could just order like HelloFresh or a meal kit and just cook the meal kit for them, but like I'm still hosting people. Like I feel like that would be a good intro into hosting. So that's a good example of like actually making this goal come true, is like, let's say for my February reset, I say like, okay, I'm gonna double a HelloFresh meal kit order. I'm gonna have some people over, and we're gonna have, you know, I'm gonna cook dinner and I'm gonna host them, even though I'm not like cooking, and then we can expand from there. So all of those are my personal goals. I feel like I could have come up with more, but I wanted to keep them kind of minimal. I mean, that was long, but kind of minimal, and just, Maggie's sleeping over there. She's dreaming. It's so cute. But not have so many where I can get overwhelmed. Like as I was talking about that last goal, I was like, maybe I should have said like, oh, I wanna cook more, but clearly didn't come to mind first, so it's not as important. These are all things that I had been thinking about for a while too, like especially since, you know, we're almost at the end of January. Like these are things that I've been mulling over in my mind, and so this is really what I think is important to me. So I'm gonna write it down in my journal just like I did for my financial goals, and that way I will be able to look back and see how they're checking off, and then checking in with all of them during the monthly resets. So you guys can hold me accountable too. We'll like hold each other accountable in my monthly resets throughout the year. Now, I mentioned Garage at the beginning of this video. They are the sponsor for today, and they are the perfect sponsor because at the beginning of the year, Garage said to me, our theme for 2023 that we want to give to our clients, our customers, our community is the year of you. So really focusing on yourself, prioritizing yourself in 2023, and obviously, that is something that I can totally get behind. Setting goals, thinking about your year, working on yourself, like that is so year of you. And I really wanted to focus on the basics right now because a lot of the times I talk in my videos about like clothes that are trending. You guys know I love, staying up to date with what the trends are, and I love clothes. I love clothing shopping. Like, it's really my thing. But when you have like that basic outfit, you feel like you can conquer the world, and you know just like what to lean on any given day, especially with work from home. Like, we don't always feel like putting on some crazy, cottage core or whatever current core is going on outfit. Don't get me wrong, I still love all of these little trends, but I think it's also important to come back to basics sometimes. And so the new year, kind of resetting your closet is the perfect time to do that. So I pulled out from my closet some of my favorite basics from Garage. They're all just light and colored because I feel like when I have a light colored outfit on, it really, really makes me feel confident. Like, looking good in jeans and a t-shirt and a pair that is comfortable and that are flattering, what is better than that? So first up is this little white cropped t-shirt. This comes in a bajillion colors. I love the white, and the number one thing I love about this is how affordable it is, because especially with white, I don't know about you, I like stain everything that I eat. So I'm not gonna go out and buy a super expensive white t-shirt knowing that I could potentially ruin it. I love that this is affordable, but it still fits really, really well. It's a nice tight fit. The price for the quality is amazing. You will not find better than this. This is called the Stormy Tee. I also have it in black, and I think I wanna get it in pink for Valentine's Day, but this I would definitely say is a staple for your closet. I got this in a size medium so that it would be a little bit loose, but you can definitely order kind of true to size with Garage. There's something so flattering about a long sleeve cropped shirt. I just love it so much. It's a longer crop, this one, so you can pair this with low-rise jeans, you can pair this with high-rise jeans, you could wear this with like a little skirt or with sweatpants. It's just the perfect basic top. Again, this comes in a bunch of colors. So we spoke about jeans. Jeans are, of course, a staple in your closet. I love that Garage jeans are comfortable, affordable, and very, very flattering. I have had the hardest time finding jeans that fit me right, that are comfortable, and I was so happy when I tried on Garage jeans. This is actually kind of like a funny manifesting story time, but before I started working with Garage, I went into the store and I wanted to try on low-rise jeans because, TikTok, whatever, my younger sister, everyone was like raving about low-rise jeans. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try them. So I went into the Garage store in Ottawa. I tried on these two pairs of jeans, and I was shocked at how well they fit. I didn't think I could pull off low rise. I am kind of insecure about like my midsection. I really didn't know if low rise was for me, but the way these are made, the way they are cut, and the way that they have a little bit of stretch is just so flattering. I put them on and I was like, what the heck? Like, these are perfect. I was so close to buying them, but then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna buy them in Ottawa. I'll go back in Montreal and get them. Literally a week later, Garage DMs me on Instagram. We start working together. I order the jeans, the very jeans that I tried on. That is a true story, you guys. So that's pretty cool. And I feel like that's a cool story time actually for this goals video to, the goals you set and the manifestations you put out there, they can come true. So anyways, all that to say, these low-rise jeans are so comfy, so flattering. I also have some high-rise pairs from Garage, but I wanted to give a special shout out to these because if you've been on the fence about low-rise jeans, check these out. I'll just say you don't need to be a stick figure for these to look good on you. And the difference between the two is that these are a slightly darker wash. They don't have any rips. They're just a straight leg. These are the exact same cut. The straight leg is super flattering, but they're definitely a bit lighter, and they've got the rips in the knees. Lastly are these sweatpants. These are the 90s joggers, and I want them in every single color. When I find a pair of sweatpants that I like, I just wanna live in them. I want them in every single color, and I want a crew neck that matches. Garage has a bajillion colors when it comes to sweatsuits. They're affordable, they're comfortable, they wash super well, they feel amazing quality. So yeah, I definitely had to give these a shout out. Love them so much. A little bit less basic is what I'm wearing right now. This is my Newport sweater. It's like a knit. I love it so much how it has this like preppy vibe. I can't wait to wear this in the spring in Florida with like some denim shorts. Right now I'm wearing it with the Olivia jumpsuit underneath. I'll put a cutaway on the screen. This jumpsuit is, you need it. You need this jumpsuit. I've been waiting and looking for the perfect black bodysuit to find. They have all been so expensive. I couldn't justify the price, but the price is right on this one. It is super affordable. It's super comfy. I've worn it to work out. I've worn it all day long. It's amazing. I feel like there's no better feeling than finding the right clothes at the right price, and I love that Garage checks that box for me. So if you are looking for some new basics or some new fun trendy pieces for your wardrobe, check out Garage. I will have everything I just showed linked down below. Whenever you click on my links, even if it's just for window shopping, it really supports my channel. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for making it possible for me to work with dream brands like Garage. I love that I just told you that little story time because it is pure manifestation, and thank you so much to Garage for working with me on this video. All right, so I feel like that sponsored segment and the manifestation story time is the perfect segue into my career goals. Now, funny enough, I don't think I've ever really set career goals. Like, even I knew I wanted to be a consultant. Like, when I was in school, I was like, my career goal is to be a consultant, but I didn't know anything beyond that. And then with YouTube, it was like, my career goal is to have YouTube be my main source of income, to do YouTube full time. And it never really went beyond that. I guess I've never just really set concrete career goals. Even now, like in 5 years, where do I want to be career-wise? I have no idea, but I did get a little bit more specific this year, which I think is really nice. It's going to make it easier to track, easier to make them come true. Let's get into it. The main goal, the main overall goal is to simply continue doing what I love. This past year, I've mentioned, you know, the stress and all of that, but really, I got to do what I love every single day. I love filming videos. I love editing videos. I love writing. Being a copywriter, it's a dream. Even my admin stuff, I get to listen to a podcast and do, you know, admin work that is just fun. Like, I got to do what I love every single day. Yes, there are little moments of things that are kind of like tricky. There's hurdles to overcome, there's challenges, but I got to do what I love, and I want to continue doing what I love for the rest of this year, hopefully for the rest of my life. Now, this is a big goal. I would love to have YouTube be my like full source of income. It's not that I want to stop doing my contracts. It's not that I want to get rid of them, because like I just said, I really, really enjoy them. But what would be so cool is for YouTube to be, you know, my full source of income that not only covers my expenses, but it allows me to save and invest for the future, to have all of that be covered by YouTube so that my contracts can truly be like side hustle bonus money. I feel like that would be such a goal. It would be so amazing. It would make me feel like I'm truly thriving financially when one source of income can cover everything, and again, the rest is bonuses that I can put towards vacations, that I can put towards shopping, that I can put towards travel and not feel like that guilt that we talked about, and also contribute extra to my savings and my investments for the future. I also just think in the end, like, I love YouTube so much that for it to be a true full-time job will be an absolute dream. It will make my whole life. It will make all of my dreams come true. So that's just, yeah, I would love for that to happen, and I'm gonna work on that throughout the year. On that note, I want to continue focusing on long-term brand deals here on YouTube and maybe on other platforms with brands that I love. So you guys have seen Garage ads on my channel for the past couple of months. We have like a long-term partnership together. They are a brand that I truly love. They are a brand that I will spend my own money on. They are a brand that I have loved for years. And so that is a dream. And I would love to have a few more of those come in, because, you know, on YouTube, like, I feel like I have a duty to you guys to be authentic and to promote brands that align with me and that I would spend my own money on, and to not come on here and be like, oh, you guys really need to buy this, I don't know, teeth whitener that I've never used in my life, right? That is just, that doesn't align with me. And so to make YouTube my career, sponsorships are part of the game. So I would love to have, and I mean, I'm so lucky I already do have those long-term partnerships with those brands that I love. I just want to keep growing those relationships, and yeah, making all of that happen, because it's a dream come true. So we got to put it on the list. The next thing I wrote down is to have another year, full calendar year of copywriting with the same client. So this, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I hit my 1 year mark with, maybe it's actually more around now. Anyways, since January of last year, I have been working with the same copywriting client. They are actually my only copywriting client at the moment. And I love them so much. I love the work that we do together. I love working with them. They're simply wonderful. They're so pleasant. And I just think it would be really cool to get a whole other year in. I know as a contractor, nothing is guaranteed. Like we don't have a fixed time on our contract. I'm truly like a freelancer to them, but on my end, it's like, I want to do everything I can. I want to do an amazing job, deliver amazing work so that they're like, yes, we love Zoey. We want to keep working with her for another year and hopefully many more years to come. I think as a freelancer, relationship building is really important, and having, you know, one client like that also brings me a sense of stability, which is really nice. So I just think it's like a win-win situation overall. And yeah, like I said, to get that done, and part of the goal is for me to continue doing my best work for them and showing up, being proactive, asking them what they need. If I notice that I see something that they need, telling them that, and yeah, just being a great copywriter and a great contractor for them so that we can have this relationship for a whole other year. This is kind of a financial goal, but it's definitely tied into career, is just to stress less about money. In one sense, that means the whole working smarter, not harder thing that I've been talking about in my videos, which just like being more efficient with work, being able to bill more efficiently, that's part of it. And just setting myself up career-wise for that income stability that makes me feel like I can pay my rent, contribute to my savings, and move forward in life financially, pay off my debt, all of that stuff, so I don't have to stress about money, because I'm so tired of stressing about money. And I have to say, I have been doing a lot better. It's kind of twofold. Like, one part of it is because of the cash envelopes and really getting that grip on my budget. And the other part is that copywriting has kind of stabilized and I've been doing more hours for that. YouTube has grown. So the business side of my career has grown, which brings in more income, which makes me feel more stable. Plus I've gotten a better handle. So that leads to the stability, which leads to less stress. But just to keep that going, to keep my stress about finances low, I think if we go back to my personal goals, something I do stress out about a lot is money, and it does kind of keep me up at night. I think it does for a lot of people. You know, if career-wise everything's going well and I can keep that stress at bay, that is fantastic. And the other thing that I wrote with that note about stressing less is to trust my career path and to trust myself. I think I lost a lot of trust. Like, I would have these moments where I'm like, what am I doing? I'm a failure. If I uploaded a video and it got less views than normal, or if I got a mean comment, I was like, my life is over, like being so dramatic, when really I just have to trust myself and say, you know what? I'm a good copywriter. Maybe I haven't heard from them in a week because they don't have work for me. Doesn't mean I'm a bad copywriter. Maybe, you know, my video didn't perform so well. Okay, doesn't mean I'm a bad YouTuber. It just means that maybe that video is not as interesting to people. Or maybe it's the summertime and people are out playing golf and having fun and at the beach and whatever, so they're not on YouTube. So just trusting yourself and not thinking that every time something goes wrong along the way, it's like the end for me. That is something that I really need to work on. I also think, like, now that I'm here, you know, a year later after being laid off, not only trusting myself and trusting like my career path, but kind of trusting the universe, because getting laid off is so scary, but I can confidently sit here and say it was the best thing that ever happened to me. So knowing that, you know, there's kind of a plan out there for us, and that there's the universe's timing or God's timing, however you believe in it, if you believe in that, I think can bring a lot of reassurance as well. And that is a good thing to remind myself of every day, is like, when I do get caught up in those little details, like, you know what, everything's good, everything works out. I have firsthand proof of everything working out from all that has happened in the last year. So just trust everything and chill out a little bit. Okay, last goal is to finally launch my merch. I've been working on this for so long, and I just need to like gear down and make it happen. So that needs to happen this year. Hopefully in the earlier part of this year is my merch launch. I had that on my vision board last year. Almost everything is done. Like, it's actually pretty cool, like, that almost everything is done. I just need to like actually go through with the launch. So stay on the lookout for that. This video is getting so long. There's just a few more things I want to chat about, okay? At the beginning of the year, I hosted a workshop for my Patreon members where we did some reflecting and goal setting, and I asked them to think about something that they want to leave behind. What do you want to leave in 2022? What do you want to not bring in with you for 2023? And the thing that I said was self-comparison. You guys probably know this about me by now. I am so bad with self-comparison. I compare myself to girls I see on the street. I compare myself to girls I see on the internet. I compare myself to literally anyone. Like literally anyone. And that's so toxic because we all know comparison is a theft of joy. There is nobody, like, you are unique. There is nobody out there that looks exactly like you, that talks like you, that thinks like you, that feels like you, and that has your life, and you are special, you are perfect. Like, that's how I would talk to a friend. So why do I not talk to myself that way? Why am I so hard on myself and comparing myself all the time? I have to say, so far in 2023, this past month, I have been really good at that. I've been just like not so comparing, and I couldn't tell you what I'm doing differently. I maybe need to reflect on that, but that's been going well. But I do want to keep that at the forefront of my mind of like, we're leaving comparison in the past. Okay, I'm gonna be annoying now, and I'm gonna tell you guys that there are 2 more goals in my life that I have been thinking about since the new year, but I want to do an experiment and kind of keep them a secret. And I want to keep those goals a secret and just hold them really close to my heart. And I haven't really told anyone about kind of either of them. One of them is in progress right now, so you will know very, very soon, and I will tell you like this was secret goal, like I'll tell you what it was. The other one is going to take a bit longer, but once it happens, I will also tell you what it was. But that's my little experiment, and yeah, I don't know, we'll see kind of how that goes. I like talking about goals, so I don't think it's something that I want to stop doing, but I just want to see like these 2 things, like if I just kind of keep them on the DL and keep them for myself, like what could happen. So I want to end this video by thinking about, what do I want to feel grateful for this year? Like if I was to sit down, if I was to jump forward in my mind to the end of 2023, beginning 2024, what do I want to look back on over the year and be like, wow, that was amazing. I'm really grateful for that. And I think this is kind of like manifestation-y, and this is an area where, you know, I would totally recommend spending some time journaling about this, like writing about it. This is like some vision board stuff, which I definitely want to make a vision board. So maybe we'll do that in a vlog or something soon. I haven't done one yet. But this is what I wrote down that I want to be grateful for next year. I want to be grateful for a year filled with love, fun, adventure, and abundance. Another year of being self-employed. Like I want to look back and be like, wow, now it's been 2 years of being self-employed. That's amazing. I want to be grateful for the fact that I'm finally debt-free and saving for my future. What an amazing feeling that will be. I want to look back and be like, wow, Maggie was so happy this year. My dog, Maggie, I want to look back and be like, she lived a great life this year. And I mean, you know, for many, many, many years to come, but I want to make sure that she's happy and that she's thriving this year. And I want to have happy and loving relationships, friendships, romantic relationship with my family, with everyone. I just want to look back and feel happy and grateful for all of those relationships. So that is everything, you guys. The tea has gone cold. It is almost empty. What a long video. Man, did I miss these Sunday chats. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments what some of your goals are. What do you want to feel grateful for next year? I cannot wait to chat with you there, and I will see you all in my next video. I have a vlog coming out soon. I have just plenty more videos to come, so make sure you're subscribed, and looking forward to all of that. Wow, I just saw that I've been wearing this elastic on my wrist the whole time. That's kind of annoying. Anyways, thank you for watching. I love you so much. Thank you to Garage for sponsoring. I love you so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.